And welcome back. Recent data shows students are scoring lower in reading and fewer students are hitting their grade level targets in math than they did pre-pandemic. Now, from early childhood through early adulthood, there are many resources available to Bronx families looking for additional support this back to school season. And joining us now to share more, we've got the Department Director of Children and Youth Services at BronxWorks. We're pleased to be joined by Ursula Cooper-Hunter. And Ursula, thank you so much for joining us and being with us here on the show.
My pleasure.
So when we talk about, I'm sorry, when we talk about having this learning loss, understanding that a lot of students really didn't make it through this COVID challenge the way that we thought that they would, give us a little bit of what you're finding.
Yeah, we're finding that young people are definitely experiencing losses in reading and math, as well as socialization skills. Virtual instruction severely limited their ability to interact socially with peers, and we're often seeing that limited social interaction remove the opportunity to practice problem solving together, and now very often causes minor disagreements to escalate.
And so when we look at our students right now, we want to get them back on track. We want them to be where they need to be. And honestly, before COVID, it was already rough. Now, with COVID, challenges are further exacerbated. How do we get students back on track? What are you doing over there at BronxWorks to help to make this happen?
Well, within BronxWorks, our youth development programming ranges from early childhood through college, pretty much. And so, just to give you a quick rundown of our services, we have currently two Head Start programs. In fact, our location at 1472 Montgomery Avenue currently has some available slots, as well as a home instruction for parents of preschool youngsters known as Hippie. We have after school programming for children in grades kindergarten through fifth, as well as middle school programming for children, for youth in grades six to eighth. We have community schools at the IS 313, 339 Webster campus, as well as the Jill Chaffetz Transfer High School. We offer after school programming for uh, high schools. We have two high schools, FDA 3 in the Bronx, and the Adlai Stevenson YABC High School, as well as our four cornerstones located in NYCHA community centers. And we have the Center for Achieving Future Education, known as CAFE, which focuses on exposing high school students to college as a post secondary option. CAFE coordinates virtual and in person college tours, workshops on the college application process, financial aid, as well as SAT prep. And we do have some slots available for our SAT prep course, as well as college retention. So now we've moved from just getting students into college, but also helping them graduate and obtain either an associate's and or a bachelor's degree.
Yeah. Take me a little bit more into your programs because as we talk about programs for, our high school students, because trying to come over to college, that's a huge hurdle. We know that a lot of them have missed formative years of learning because of COVID. What kind of programs do you have in place for high school students that are really going to help them to get to that next level?
Well, we offer them, programming around first. A lot of our programming focuses on assisting them academically. So if college is a post secondary option for them, certainly they need to pass their high school courses, do well. And so we have staff that are there to support them academically. And we work with the schools as well in order to do that. And we're offering, as I mentioned, a college application process. We're doing, focusing on budgeting and other life skills workshops that we're sharing with them so that we prepare them for adulthood.
I know 9-year-olds have had a significant impact. As a matter of fact, math and reading, when it comes to 9-year-olds, saw a dramatic drop. Uh, ha- when you look at what's going on with our 9-year-olds, tell me how you're trying to bridge the gap there.
Well, one of the things we do, we're particularly proud of our STEM programming. We recently received a grant from Verizon, which allowed us to enhance our STEM programming in our after-school programs, particularly for our elementary and middle school programs, and so certainly STEM is a way that we're addressing. We that type of program we've used to address some of those losses, academic losses that some of our children have experienced, and it's done in a fun, engaging way. And so very often it's they don't even fully realize that they're learning, but they are, and they're enjoying.
Yeah. And so for you, talk to me about just what you feel like being able to be that, the one that's bridging the gap. Because we know that the education system is trying to do the best they can, but they have challenges. But it's great to have support services outside of the educational system to really to work as a partner, and then also to be that, to be that ally. So talk about what that feels like for you.
Oh, it's a great feeling. Certainly, our goal is ultimately to have young people to, be successful. And so to be a part of that process is is so rewarding for my staff as well as myself. So we're happy to support the families of the Bronx.
Yeah. And once again, I want to get an opportunity for you to share, Ursula, a little bit about the early childhood learning centers, because I think that's very important. We've got a lot of parents out there that could probably partake of those services. So tell people how they can get connected to those.
Certainly, our website, the BronxWorks website, will provide them with specifics and contacts and phone numbers of people that they can get in contact with at our early child care centers.
All righty. Well, Ursula, I want to thank you so much for coming and sharing with us. But before we go, want to ask, is there anything else you want the Bronx to know?
Well, that BronxWorks is here. We have awesome youth development programs, and they're safe, they're structured, they're engaging, and we have an awesome group of staff that are dedicated to helping young people realize that they can be successful.
Yeah. Well, Ursula, I want to thank you so much for being with us today. Ursula Cooper-Hunter, who is the Department Director of Children and Youth Services at BronxWorks. Thank you for being with us.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Thank you.
All righty. Well, I want you to know that if you want more information, we encourage you to visit the website at bronxworks.org. And of course, you can follow them on Instagram and Twitter at BronxWorks. We encourage you to don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Open coming up right after this.